Thank you, Randy. Cincinnati police now they are investigating 5 separate shootings in the city in less than 24 hours.
The latest gunfire in Pendleton just before 11 o'clock last night. A total of 19 people were shot, 4 people killed. You can see we have it mapped out for you. Those shootings happening in several different Cincinnati neighborhoods, including Over the Rhine and Avondale. Now, this was the scene on 13th and Broadway, the most recent shooting. Police tell us an agent representing an Airbnb owner tried to break up a large party at a rental, and they say about 10 people stayed behind to confront the agent. A witness told us what he saw after hearing 2 gunshots.
People kind of filtered out slowly, and I kind of lost track of where everyone went, so I wasn't sure what direction he went after that.
Police say the victim was shot in the back. We are working to find out his condition. Still no word yet on a suspect. Now, that shooting just the latest in a surge of violence that hit Cincinnati over the weekend.
Yeah, in the span of a few hours yesterday, 18 people were shot, 4 people were killed. These are the 4 victims that were killed over the weekend: Antonio Blair, Robert Rogers, Jaquez Grant, and Myron Green. WLWT News 5's Andrew Setters has more now details leading up to these shootings that killed these 4 victims. Here, Andrew.
Yes, Sunday morning saw Cincinnati police officers, homicide investigators running from one crime scene to the next. Now they're trying to figure out who is responsible for all of these shootings that took place across several different Cincinnati neighborhoods, and trying to get a handle on the violence as well. 3 people shot at Gilbert and Lincoln in Walnut Hills around midnight Sunday morning. That was followed just a half hour later with another shooting at Chalfonte Place in Avondale. 4 people were shot there, including 21-year-old Antonio Blair, who died. 2 a.m., Grant Park, Over the Rhine, 10 people shot, 2 dead. Robert Rogers and Jaquez Grant did another shooting at 7 a.m. This one at Liberty and Lynn in the West End. Myron Green, a youth football coach, was gunned down and died. While police investigate the shootings, leaders across the city are looking for big picture solutions to stop the violence.
The same way that we have turned around our city economically in terms of this renaissance, we just need to have people's lives also be raised up and have prosperity.
Well, stopping the violence can start with getting these people and their guns off the streets. If you have any information about any of these weekend shootings and want to share it with Cincinnati police, give them a call. If you want to remain anonymous but still give them a heads up, you can call Crime Stoppers at 513-352-3040. Live in District 1, Andrew Setters, WLWT News 5.
Andrew, you've been following some of the struggles Cincinnati police have had this year, some of the spike in crime being linked to some of the challenges because of COVID-19, it sounds like.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Colin. We talked to Paul Newdigate, who is one of the assistant chiefs here in the city of Cincinnati just about a week ago. He was talking about the spike in violent crime in the city and blamed some of it on the fact that they haven't been able to do some of their community policing, some of their face-to-face conversations with people to try to get them off the street. Also, along with that, Mayor John Cranley put out a statement over the weekend, and he blamed some of it in part, especially the shooting in Grant Park, seemed to be on the fact that bars are closing at 10 o'clock and that people don't have a place to go, so they're getting together in parks or at parties, and he said that can turn violent. Colin?
All right, Andrew Setters reporting for us. Andrew, thank you.
Now community members are reacting.